Hello. So, for like the fifth time, literally, I've tried filming this video and something has went wrong in one way, shape, or form, another. Um, so yeah, I've done this in front of my bookshelf twice, but now I'm just sitting on my bed and I have all these books around me, and I joke not. Is that a saying? It's gonna be today. There's a lot of books here, so I'm just gonna jump into the hall, and yes, it's not gonna be edited because I'm tired of editing this video also. So it goes well. First book I got was Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I know this is a retelling of Cinderella in which she is a cyborg. I also know that there's two other books to the series. Not sure how many is going to be in it total or if it's already done. I've heard a lot of great things about this. I can't wait to read it. Yes. Next, well, I should also say that most of these books were from used bookstores, so don't think that I went spent buku money because your boy is a college student and I'm broke. But yes, and this is a collective haul from like January up until end of May because I have book problems. But anyways, next book I got is Crash Into You and Crash Into Me by Albert Boris. I read this while I was in high school, but lent it to a friend, and I have never seen it since, but it's okay. They had this on Book Outlet, and I was like, oh my god, I love that book. And this is about four teens. I think it was four. It's either four or five, and they all had met online, and they had after failed suicide attempts, and they were gonna make a suicide pact and go on a road trip and visit like their favorite celebrities who killed themselves, monuments or like that where they done it at. And this is about their four stories. It was really good. I liked it a lot. Next I got the Pretties trilogy with the companion novel, all by Scott Westerfield, and they are, I said Pretties, but it's Uglies. Uglies, Pretties, Specials, and Extras. I've heard nothing but rave things about these. I'm really excited to read them. I've been on this like series kick where I only really want to read it if it's part of a series that's already complete because I have no patience to wait. And yes, so there's these. Then I also got, it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. I think that's how you say his last name. I'm going to go with it. It looks right. I seen the movie around when it first came out. I didn't really know it was a book, but I seen this at a used bookstore, and I just wanted to read it. I know it's about, I think it's about a boy who had a suicidal episode or something, and he goes to a mental hospital, and he's in there with all these other people, and this is a story about his time in there. See, I don't really remember, so it'd be good to read it. Then I got The Exiled Queen by Cinda Williams Chima. I learned about this series through, this is the second book. I have the Demon King, but I recently acquired this one. I learned about this through Reagan from Peruse Project, and I've also been on this fantasy kick where I want to read fantasy, which I don't understand why, because I've never really liked fantasy, but yes, it's the second book. I know all four of them out to the series, so once I get the other two, I plan to marathon them. Then this one isn't a YA book at all, but it is it's an adult book. Contagion by Robin Cook. Since I'm going into nursing, I really like medical books and I like medical thrillers a lot. And this is a medical thriller, I guess is what you would consider it. I've read a few other medical thrillers. The Demon in the Freezer, The Hot Zone, both by Richard Preston, and I believe the Cobra event is also by him, and I really liked all of them. And I had seen this at the Salvation Army store that goes to, or that works for the rescue mission. Is that the same thing as? Either way, wherever, I think it's the Salvation Army, but you know, where you buy and they donate it to the homeless shelter, and I really like going there, especially for books that are older or that I need. And yeah, I'm all about the book life, man. Then I got White Cat by Holly Black. I know Katie Tastic likes this series, and I know like each one has a different cover, which kind of irritates me, but what you're gonna do? And this glare on my glasses is killing me. This is part of the Curse Workers trilogy, and this is the first one. I've heard pretty good things about this. And once I get the other two, I plan to read it. Then I got this behemoth, Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. This is the third book in the Infernal Devices, and I honestly have no idea which order I should read all of the Mortal Instruments and these books in. If I should just read, if I can read these three as a standalones to get, or a standalone series, or if I should read them in order of publication. I don't know if there'll be like inside jokes in these that I don't understand, or what. So if someone knows and you could leave me a comment or message me, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate this. Okay, with this pal. Next, I got My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This is a contemporary, and I understand it's like a summary contemporary, which I'm not really a big summer contemporary fan at all. Summer's like my second, no, it's probably my least favorite season. Besides the pool, I love the pool, but anyways, I got this at, I don't know if anywhere else in the world even has these, Ollie's, and I got it for $1.99 in a hardcover, and I was like, shoot, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Next, I got Superhuman by Michael Carroll. I'm not really sure what this is about. I seen the cover, and I was actually going to get this from my brother, but he's not big of a reader, and I was going to read it first to see if I liked it, and if I liked it, then he would probably definitely like it, but, you know, who knows. It looks like an action-y book. The thing on the front kind of reminds me of the, like, trapezoid head thing from Silent Hill or something. So, or Resident Evil even, kind of. But yes, there's that. This I remember from getting from Book Outlet, and that is Winger by Andrew Smith. Andrew W. Smith. And I believe this is about a boy who's in a boarding school, and he likes this girl, and she has no idea he exists. And I believe he also is facing with a bully. And yes, I don't really know much about this, but I've heard great things about this, so I'm really excited to read this. I think we may be halfway there. Next, I got, well, this was given to me by a neighbor, and that is Lucid by Adrian Stokes and Ron Bass. I have no idea what this is about. The back says, Sloan is a straight-A student from a small coastal town. Maggie is a glamorous, independent, up-and-coming actress in New York. The two girls couldn't be more different except for one thing. At night, they dream they're each other. They live each other's lives. They know each other's secrets. They each fall in love, but their two lives have never converged until now. Which life is just a dream, which is real? Eventually, they will have to figure out the answer or risk spiraling into insanity. But for one girl, that means giving up everything. Her life, her love, herself. But just when she finally has something worth holding on to. I don't know. Someone gave it to me, and it was a free book, so I figured to give it a shot. Next book I got was The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, and I'm pretty sure this is about a girl who goes looking for her brother in London, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe she's not even looking for her brother, but it's in London, and it's during the time of Jack the Ripper, I do believe, and yeah, I think she has something to do with that. I'm not sure, but again, most of these books are going to be a ride. We'll just figure out. Next, I think all the rest of the books I have are part of a series or a completed series or all of the above. And, oh, snap, crackle, pop, a bookmark. Sweet. I didn't know this was even here. Shows how much I pay attention. Next two books I got are Black City and Phoenix, both by Elizabeth Richards. I believe the third book is coming out soon, and I want to say it's called Wings. I've heard either great things about it or bad things about this series. And I'm thinking it's about these people, this boy and girl from different types of species or something. And sounds like a forbidden love type thing in the government. Typical dystopian, which I'm kind of really starting to hate nowadays. But yes, I'm excited to read them. They were both cheap. I got them both for like $1 at a used bookstore, so I figured why not. Then I got the Selection, the Elite, and I also have the one, but I'm currently reading that. And I only got this just because the series was short. And I mean, it's another series to read. I've heard a lot of great things about this, even from guys. I know this is mostly, I would guess, considered chick YA, but the first one wasn't bad. The second one, I wanted to choke America. And the third one, I still kind of want to choke her, but I'm only halfway through, so we'll see. I'm definitely a Maxon fan. I don't like that Aspen fellow, so we'll see. Next, I got Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken, and this is the sequel to The Darkest Minds, which I read at the end of May after the semester ended, and I absolutely adored, and I'm excited to read. Well, I'm going to read the novella in between these two. I think it's called In Time. Go figure. Before I read this, and then I guess I'm going to have to wait forever for In the Afterlife to come out. But I'm very excited to read this. I can't wait to see where it goes from the first one, because I loved the first one like wholeheartedly. It could be up there on my favorite series. Next, I got Ruins by Orson Scott Card. This is the sequel to Pathfinder, which I believe I also learned about from Reagan. I'm bad about looking away from the camera because I don't know what I'm talking to. So, sorry, I'm still new at this. This is a sequel to Pathfinder, like I said, and I believe the third book is coming out soon. And it's called Visitors. Sounds right. I don't really even remember what Pathfinder's about. But I seen this on Book Outlet, and it was like $3.99 or something. I don't remember, but I have an addiction. Next, I got these two books are both part of a series, I believe, or maybe they're like a spin-off series from one another, but they are The Game of Triumph and The Master of Misrule. This is about a girl who goes into like this type of game where cards decide your fate and help give you power or whatnot. It was on Book Outlet. It was cheap, man, I'm telling you. And apparently winning helps you like move out of whatever system you're in or something. I'm not sure. I'll just read the back. It says the Arcanum, Temple House, Mercury Square, Mint 1, throw the coin, turn the card. What will you play for? It sounds pretty interesting. They're relatively short, so I figured I'd give them a try, and if they turned out to suck, then, you know, oh well. Where did I leave off? Next books I also got from Book Outlet, and they are The Tiger's Curse, or the first three books in the Tiger's Curse series, and that is The Tiger's Curse, Tiger's Quest, and Tiger's Voyage, and these are all by Colleen Hook. And I don't remember if I said who these were by, but Laura Powell. I don't know much about these. I know the covers are beautiful. Again, Book Outlet, cheap. Kind of get where this is all going. I know there's a fourth book in this, and I think that's Tiger's Destiny. And I'm pretty sure there's like a prequel or something coming out, or maybe it's a fifth book. And I want to say it's called Tiger's Lily. Sound right? We'll go with it. Next two books I got, I'm not sure if I showed the first one in any haul, but it is Fallen Kingdoms and Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes. These are fantasy. I've heard nothing but great things about these, and I'm really excited to get into this series. I'm pretty sure there's a third book coming out. I just don't know what the name of it is called Yes, and I believe these follow 4 different points of views. So that's kind of interesting. I'll be excited to see how that comes out. Next 2 books I got are also part of a trilogy, and they are Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I know the 3rd book comes out soon, Ruin and Rising, and these are part of the Grisha trilogy, I want to say is what it is. I've heard great things about these, and I'm sure once the 3rd book comes out, I'll just marathon all 3, since I've been in this like marathon series lately. Well, that's what I've been wanting to do, but I plan to read like a standalone in between, so yes. Next 2 books aren't really part of a series, but they're by the same author, and they are The Da Vinci Code and Digital Fortress by Dan Brown. I know he has Angels and Demons, which I also don't have, and I believe the other one is called The Lost Symbol that I don't have. And I'm not sure if this one follows the same character, but I'm pretty sure this one, Inferno, The Lost Symbol, and Angels and Demons all follow the same character. And I'm not sure if there's a certain order I should read them in or not, but yes, and I've been wanting to try to read more adult books, so I don't feel like a lame for doing just YA, but it is what it is. And then I think this is the final series I have bought, and it is The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, and that includes Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Days of Blood and Starlight, and Dreams of Gods and Monsters. And we can just talk about for a second these covers, because they are freaking beautiful, and they look all look beautiful together. I'm not really sure what these 2 are about, and I don't want to know until at least I finish this one. And this, from what I know, is about a girl who's an artist or something, and something about the devil, and something about a race or a group of people called the Cairo, or something, and handprints appearing on the doors. I'm kind of going into this blind, which I want to, and I've heard really great things about this. So yeah, those were all the books I got. I have no idea how many total that was, and I'm not going to count them right now, but it's a lot, and I feel like I have an addiction, and I'm supposed to be going tomorrow to another used bookstore. What can you do? But yes, that's all I have for today, so thank you, and I'll have another video at some point in my life. Bye.